This is actually really, really touching for me. Okay. My lovely voice. So a few weeks ago, JJ asked me to come in and be the musical guest again today. And I said, well, I'd love to, but I've got these 22 voice students who I voice coach in high school. And how about I bring some of them in, and then I sing like a number or two? And she said, sure. So I've got a couple of them here today. The first one up, her name is Cameron. She's in 8th grade, all right? This woman has an upside like you would not believe as a singer. I could not be more proud of this student. Cameron, come on up. She's doing a song called Safer from the Broadway musical First Date. This is Jara. Jara is a mere freshman, and yet she got the lead villain in her high school spring musical, Big Fish, this semester. She's doing her song from that, The Witch's Song.
You'll be coming forward to joy.
Okay, so it's Valentine's Day, so I wanted to do some love songs. The first one's kind of interesting. It's King George singing about America breaking up with him back at the time of the Revolutionary War, so it's kind of a love song. That you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea that you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. You say our love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My royal subject. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I go mad. So don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Everybody. So, couple things. One, thank you for all of you who came up to me after they sang. I was like, oh my God, your students are so good. I really appreciate it. They really made me proud because they're excellent. But if you came up and told me that, but not them, fix that, because then they get inspired and they keep wanting to improve and they keep taking lessons and I keep making money and everybody's happy. So, do that. The little one who sang the Witch's song, the one that's this tall, this big around, and has a voice the size of the universe, Jara. You didn't get to see her before she sang. She was actually incredibly nervous, like weeping, tears, I'm scared, I don't want to do this type nervous. That's her Achilles heel as a singer. And the only way to beat that is to keep putting yourself in front of audiences and gutting through it. And I kept telling her she'd be fine, and of course she was fine and brought the house down, and I'm not surprised that she's the only one that was. But I was supposed to have 3 students here this morning. One of them dropped out at the last minute, which left me doing 2 songs. And so I thought to myself, well, I could do Love Changes Everything, but my voice is really crap today, and it's got a high B flat at the end. I was like, And what I wound up telling Jara out in the hallway was, look, good singing isn't hitting all the notes, it's having fun. If you miss every note and have a good time, congratulations, you're a great singer. And even if you miss every note, I'm still proud of you. And so then she walked off, and I was sitting there thinking, like, I'm about to do a different song because I'm scared I'll squeak the high note at the end. So here we go with a note I'm probably going to fail completely, so I can be a good example to my student. I missed this. Love changes everything. Hands and faces, earth and sky. Love changes everything. How you live and how you die. Love can make the summer fly. Yes, love changes everything. Now I tremble at your name. Love will never, never let you be the same. Love changes everything. Days are longer. Love changes everything. Pain is deeper than before. Love will turn your world around, and that world will last forever. Yes, love changes everything. Brings you glory, brings you shame. Applause for my lovely students.